Welcome back to the channel. This time we're fishing at Kylesku, and I did fish here a few weeks ago during Storm Amy, but today I'm fishing off these two rocky points. There's an urchin up on the rocks. Don't usually find them intact, usually all broken up. These rocks were so slippy trying to get down, but we're here now. I'm starting off on my light spinning rod. I do have a heavier rod with me and a big rod for using baits as well, but I'm going to get started off on my light lures, and I've got this little sand eel on. It didn't take long to catch the first fish, but it was so small I didn't even know I had it on. There's the first fish. Just bigger than the lure. I was fishing a couple of weeks ago, right in the middle of that storm, just on the other side of the bridge. And we caught lots of fish, but the biggest was maybe 12 inches or so. So I was hoping there might be a few big ones hiding out over this side. I fished with baits over there as well, and we did catch a pretty cool fish. So I'll put those highlights from that trip up now. Well, we're out in 70-mile-an-hour winds, and we're going to try and find somewhere, maybe down around that side, round to the left, and tuck ourselves out the wind. We chose to fish this spot because with the wind direction it was the most sheltered. We caught plenty of fish, mostly coalfish, around about this size. I did have the bait rod with me, and I cast that out just at the corner, out of the main current. I kept fishing with the lures, keeping an eye on the bait rod, and caught some more coalies and a few small pollock. But the fish we got on the bait rod was definitely the highlight of the day. That's a belter. Sea scorpions are one of my favourite fish to catch. They're like little sea monsters, and the patterns on this one were amazing. Back to today's session, and I was still struggling a bit. Since it's so deep, I've got the big rod out with some really heavy lures. Hopefully we can keep it closer to the bottom, and hopefully we'll get some big fish. I've just been catching tiny little fish on the other rod. There's birds chasing fish out on the surface out there. I'll put the drone up and go out and see if we can see it. Pretty quiet, still just had those little tiny fish right at the start. I'll give it another 20 minutes or half an hour, and then I might move over to that point where there's a bit more current. Camera just died there as this fish took. First proper fish. Oh, it's a mackerel. Oh, and we've lost it. We just lost it right at the end there. I need to change the battery, but if there's mackerel out there, I'm going to keep casting just now. I didn't hook any more mackerel here, so I decided to move. I was just going to move. There's a feeding frenzy over there. I'm going to leave my stuff here and run over with a rod. I've not had a chance to change the battery in the GoPro yet, so I'm just going to film this on my phone. Hopefully it's still happening when we get there. Oh, it's just died down. Still looks like there's a few fish there though. We'll see if we can get a fish. We've got one. I'm being super gentle since we lost the last one round there. I think it's a mackerel again. Camera's going to die any second. There we go, a little mackerel. A bit small for keeping. Look. The camera died just as I was releasing him. You can see him swimming off there though. Well, it was cool to see the feeding frenzy. We got there just a little bit too late, just as it was finishing. We did catch one mackerel though, a bit small to keep though. And the camera kept dying. Now, I've made it round to that other point. I don't know if the camera's picking up the current line there, coming off the corner and going out into the middle. I've got the baits out just at the edge of the slack water, and I'm going to cast the lures right along the current line. Hopefully there's a few more fish round here. That's a fish. Pretty small again. Might just be a mackerel. or a very small pollock. Aye, little pollock. Get him back in. Oh, hit there. Oh, another hit. Got him. Now, I might go back to the lighter rod if all we're going to get small fish. When it's as deep as this though, I do like being able to use a really heavy lure. But I've got 30 and 40 gram lures there. Oh, he's putting up a bit of a fight now. He's really lightly hooked. I'm going to net this one. Decent little fish. Nice place to catch them as well. We'll get them back in. Change back to the lighter setup. I've got a 40 gram on. It's as heavy as this rod can handle. Should be a bit more fun though if we're just going to catch little ones. But it didn't really work out well at first. I got snagged on the first cast and snapped off. The timing couldn't have been worse too, as another feeding frenzy popped up right in front of me. Feeding frenzy right there. I've got to get tied on quick. Come on. First lure I can see. Oh, I can't believe we're going to miss this. Right, tied up. We're in straight away. Feels like a decent mackerel though. Well, that's a definite keeper. Oh, it's a collie. Thought that was a really fat mackerel when I seen it there. Still, it's the biggest fish yet. Not very good eating though. I should have just cast the heavy lure at that feeding frenzy. Just terrible timing. I was just trying to get this rod set up. They moved pretty far out, and despite hooking one briefly here, I didn't land any more from the frenzy. There's a fish. Oh, and it's away. Loads of wee coalies. Got one. I seen them all chasing that one I had on in. Got one. Feels a little bit better. Just another coalie though. Just another wee fish. Good fun though. And the wind's completely died now. So we're getting beautiful reflections on the water. Oh, a little pollock this time. There's so much activity here. So many little bait fish, feeding frenzies on the surface. I think maybe in the middle of summer, this could be a really good spot. It might just be a little bit too late for the big ones. Is that an otter? I think that's an otter out there. Don't know what this is. It might just be a full hooked coalie because it's fighting quite strange. Oh no, a little pollock. Whoa. He's absolutely swallowed that. And he's bleeding a little bit as well, so I'll measure him and see if he's keepable. Bleeding a little bit. And he's just legal to keep, so I don't think he would have survived anyway. I would never normally keep a fish that small, but he's probably a goner anyway. Another wee pollock. There's something on this. Could just be a crab or a lump of seaweed, but hopefully it's another sea scorpion. What is it? Ah, it's a crab. Ah, and it's just dropped off at the end there. I'm not sure what kind it was. If it was an edible, it was too small to keep anyway. With so much activity here, I really think it has potential for big fish. We didn't get any this time, but we got decent numbers of small pollock and coalfish. I think we were unlucky not to get more mackerel. It was cool to see the birds feeding on the little bait fish as well. The sea scorpion was definitely my favourite catch from the 2 sessions. They're such cool looking fish, I love catching them. Thanks for watching, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all again soon. Cheers.